Good morning, and welcome to the Friday Morning Intention. If you could find a place for the next 30 minutes to sit or lie down with your eyes closed and not be disturbed, that would be good. We're going to take an inwards journey and create some reality for ourselves that of our choosing. So hang on to your hat. Okay, if you could find a place now, close your eyes. We're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, just let everything go. All of your cares and worries just dissolve and float away. And the next breath in. Fill your belly up full. And this time when you exhale, I want you to just feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, if you could focus on breathing light directly into your heart, receiving, and then exhaling light directly from your heart, sharing. Good. Now let's put our attention on the body. Make sure it's completely relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your attention now to your feet and simply ask them to relax at this time. If you can, feel the energy of yourself leaving through your feet, flowing out into the ground, into the earth, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. And then take your focus to your ankles, your shins, your calves, your knees. Everything just relaxes. Your upper legs, your buttocks, hips, pelvic area. Feel everything loosen. Then your inner organs, rib cage, chest, breast, full back and spine. Everything softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we take our attention to the skin of our scalp. That's where a lot of tension can hide. If there is any there, I want you to just release it right now. Almost as if your ears could wiggle. Feel everything loosen. And then you bring your awareness down into your jaw and allow it to unhinge. Open up. Receive the breath of life. Let all attention go. And then if you go to your eyelids and see if you can't get them to soften a few extra degrees. And we move inwards and we ask the right brain to relax and the left brain to relax. And then we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do for us all the time. We're going to invite them to have a seat on the couch now and just chillax for a bit while we let our hearts steer the bus for this session. We want the mind to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a while. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts. Let's use the element of water today to deal with them. Water is a really good element for dealing with thoughts too, because it retains memory. So I want you to envision yourself standing in the middle of a river, very gentle one, shallow, on a hot summer's day, really enjoying the feel of the wet, cool water against your ankles and your shins. Your feet are planted firmly in the sandbank beneath. And I want you to imagine your thoughts as water droplets coming out of your head, almost like a wet dog shaking his coat. You just shake a little bit. All these thoughts come out as water droplets, and gravity takes them down to the surface of the water, the flow of the river, takes them on their journey downstream. And you're witnessing or observing your thoughts, but you're not getting engaged. You're letting them go on their journey down the river, not going with them. And if you do get snagged by one, taken on a wild ride, that's normal. This happens all the time. As soon as you realize it, though, just gently bring yourself back to the present moment, what you're doing, anchored back in the river. It's just the practice of bringing yourself back. And if you are observing or witnessing your thoughts, therefore that means you are not your thoughts. You are something much more deeply profound than this. Now let's take the journey from our head space down to our chest cavity. We're going to use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. And I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So feel the warm grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. Feel the buoyancy as you glide down the staircase. And when you arrive on the platform in front of your heart, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of it. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, or a wall has been built. And this is normal and natural. We all develop protective barriers to protect ourselves. What I want you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have a full access VIP backstage pass to it at all time. It's your concert. So I want you to go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating and the gates creaking open. And perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that's been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a bit and brilliant beams of yellow golden light spill out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself now opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine, inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. And so we're going to have a bit of shift in perception here and experience our energy body or our light body. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. You're floating there, kind of existing like a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And just take a moment to feel your radiance. And then you look up and see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. It's so pure, it's drawing you towards it. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. Really doesn't matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is just total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with this flow. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And you don't need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things you might experience when you join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And some point you will experience on all levels that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of incredible power as well. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, an incredible capacity to create, which is what we're going to take advantage of this morning. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So I'd like you to go ahead and envision right now the life that you secretly always dreamed of having in all its glorious detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I want you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. And let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body's balanced, your mental body's full of clarity, and your energetic body's filled and complete. And we trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we might need shielding from. And in this reality, we look after our bodies. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. This is already done. It has happened. So say we all. I'm feeling very light, like effervescent bubbles of joy are just coursing through my entire being, my DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's very exhilarating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I want you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the relief and wonderment on their faces. And then include your community. And then stretch it out to include the entire world. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. Just send out this intention energy. Now let's talk about abundance. There's plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode right now. It is time. Everybody has fresh access to clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter, warmth, or cooling if they need it. And there's a little left over for comforts too. So maybe we could travel around once in a while if we'd like. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us were seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so when we're walking our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, don't worry, that's okay. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into our conscious awareness, that information. So go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness you felt in your life. Or perhaps it's that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And I want you to envision yourself going to bed at the end of the day, being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the entire world, so what does that look like now? I'm seeing all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we are living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together, expanding our consciousness, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But today, let's celebrate this incredible existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in playing. My chest is just expanding with joy right now. I'm feeling all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's so beautiful. Let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody's feeling connected. Something incredible happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment, the fear, it all just falls away. We naturally adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. Even the systems that govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the worry and tension and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders into the atmosphere above us, transforming into higher vibrational resonances that are more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. Sensing all the connections, clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. What an incredible atmosphere to exist in. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. And now, wherever you are, whatever you're doing in your amazing reality, I'd like you to stop right now. Just look at all the beauty surrounding you. Drink it in. Whether you're out bombing down a mountain on your mountain bike, feeling the cool breeze kissing your cheek, or you're out whacking a ball around on a court with your friends, or you're out for a picnic with your family, marveling at their glowing faces, watching your children and your grandchildren thrive. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just stop and drink that beauty in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. Now I'd just like to connect with some gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this incredible life. Thank you, all my lessons. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you for this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions to guide me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, this fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and energy, healing, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we're going to take this amazing reality you've just created and build it up as an energy ball in our centers right now. In the heart space, the solar plexus, the dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy. And then when we exhale, we're going to release and share that with the world. Here we go. Exhale completely, give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life, replenish yourself with light, love, healing, energy. Good job. Now wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. Shift your limbs a little bit around too. When you're ready to also come back into the room, open your eyes and just notice how you're feeling. Feel very tingly after doing this. Relaxed, peaceful, joyful. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any point of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can do it on demand when we need to or want to. And eventually, we just become walking, talking, natural transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing around us, because we are that powerful. And so much more so when we put ourselves together this way in these intentions. So exponentially by magnitudes, actually. So thank you for joining me in these intentions. Whether it's live, recorded, it all works. It's all good. Have a beautiful Friday out there. Open your throat chakra, speak your truth today. Allow the heart to come through. And we'll see you tonight for the shorter version of the intention. Have a good one.